Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. Today is hashtag Scraps to Treasures, and this is an open collab hosted by myself and Maria of Maria's Vicinity. So yes, we like to use our scraps, don't we? And we all do. And so Maria and I decided to do this open collab. We've been doing it all year, and we do our video on the 28th of each month. Anyone can join in. And we have had a prompt for each month, and it will be in the description box, which this month is postcards, and then we have one for November, December, and then we'll start over for next year, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I thought this would be fun this month. I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to try to do 2 postcards, and I'm going to use for my base index cards. They're the perfect size, and if you actually want to mail them in the U.S., it's 44 cents to mail a postcard, so not bad. And then also, I looked it up for international, and what I found, just by a quick little check, it said $1.44 to mail to, internationally. So I also thought that was pretty cool if you wanted to decorate a little card and send to someone instead of sending a letter, or something that might weigh more. Decorate a little postcard, a little piece of your art, send to someone, write them a nice note on the other side, and there you go, only $1.44. Supposedly, you can look it up and make sure yourself, but that's what I saw. So I thought maybe, the reason I want to make 2 is because I want to make one maybe more solid, like one piece of paper and some decorations, and the other one collage, if that makes sense. We'll see what actually happens here. But yeah, just check out. We have, I think, I'll probably have some participants listed below. I'll have Maria's channel. Just check out everyone and check out Maria, because she will have something great for you, some great ideas. And also make sure you're subscribed to our channels and link our channels if you do a video. If you let us know, we'll add you to our participant list. So yeah, this piece of paper, here's my scrap box. It's only one, but still it's a little, a little full. So I need to do some cleaning out of that, but it is, they do come in handy. So I don't, I try to keep most scraps, but not like the teeny tiny ones. So I don't know. I have plenty of scraps with this box, right? So this was in there because I printed it out and I haven't used it. And I thought, well, let me throw it in my scrap box so I will use it, right? And it's just a random piece of paper. Here's one pretty one, and here's another pretty one that is a scrap. I kind of want to use this one, though. So let's see, what else do I have in here? So this one I want to use for the solid piece. So it's just so pretty. This color is calling to me right now. So I think I'm trying to decide which side I want to. Maybe I'll leave this side for like the side I would address, and put the decoration, whatever decoration I'm going to do on this side. And maybe I'll do the other one the opposite way. We shall see. So let's go ahead. I think I'll start by gluing this down. And if you don't have a YouTube channel and these type of collabs that I do, you can always join in at home with us. Craft along. Just consider my collabs a craft along if you don't have a craft with me type of thing, if you don't have a YouTube YouTube channel. So yeah, just have some fun with us, and put your own spin on it, experiment, and use some of your scraps or whatever the collab is about type of thing. So yeah, first I'm going to glue this down, and I'll actually, for this month, Maria and I are going to exchange postcards. So one of these postcards will be going to Maria. So I thought that would be fun too. I don't know which one I'll pick, but it could be a surprise to Maria, right? and it will be an experiment too, to see how, a postcard that's just not it's going to be flat. I'm going to make it flat. But what if it's, we'll just see how it comes out, and then I'm going to experiment to see how it goes through the mail. So I'm just using my scissors to cut these out. Throw this out right now. You can use your paper cutter if you want. but I kind of didn't want my paper cutter over here right now, so I wanted some extra space here where my paper cutter usually sits. So there's that. Isn't that pretty? This I just printed out from, it's a wallpaper digital on Creative Fabrica. And that is a website. You can get some free things, and then you can join for $55 or $59 a year. If you use a lot of digitals, it's worth it. And so I did join because I also have a t-shirt shop where I design t-shirts. So it's worth it to me because sometimes, you know, I need a design that I can't design or I don't know how to design, and it helps me out a lot. So anyway, I'm experimenting with it this year to see how much I use it. So here is my base. So this one, I'm going to put more on here. Let's go ahead and collage this one. So this one I have the lines over here. This one I'm going to glue on the lines and have the other side blank. So let me pull out something. I'd like to tear up some scraps and use some smaller things maybe, but not too small so that it takes too long for me to do. I, you know, just have a little limited time for my videos. So here's a pretty one here. I could actually use some of this too, this one I pulled out. And so I've got some dark colors here, maybe a piece of music together with that. 3 pieces, that should cover it. I mean, you can put, you know, use your little strips on here. You can use little tiny pieces. I'm just going to use this, I think. Let me start with this. So I'm going to tear, let's see, let me tear it down the middle here. I'm not going to try to tear it straight or anything. So let's see, I think I want to use, but tear off this white space here so I can use mostly, you know, the music part of it. Because the idea is to have it covered with something that is printed, like, you know, with print on it, like music or words or, you know, not just a blank space. So, all right. So I think this will fit right here. Or maybe I should put it down the middle. I'm going to put it on the side. I'm starting here. I'm going to go over. How about that? Okay, so let me put a little bit of glue here. And I'll cut, what I'll do is glue this down and then cut off the extra. So plenty of glue, but I want it flat. Like I said, I want it flat so I can mail it. I'm just, you know, I don't know if it would get caught up in, you know, if it goes through some kind of machine where, you know, they're checking your, you know, I don't know what the workings are in the back of a post office, but if it goes through some type of machine or two, I don't want it to get caught up in any type of conveyor belt or anything like that. Okay, so I've got some extra glue on over here. Let me go ahead and glue, well, not enough to glue this down though, so let me go ahead and put some more here. Let's see if this is going to work. So I need to overlap put a little bit of glue on my music so I can overlap a tiny bit, you know what I mean? So that. Let me not waste my paper and put it down here. Okay, I'll strip of this, and then the rest will be this. So, I mean, you can kind of plan yours out if you want and things like that. I'm just kind of winging it here to see how these turn out. Again, we're going to overlap this a little bit onto my paper here. We don't have any extra space in between the pieces of paper. So like that. Okay, let's cut this off. Kind of like a little masterboard, right? Okay. All right, let's cut this off. Let's see what we got here. See how this turns out. This isn't quite pushed down there. Let me make sure that's glued down. All right, let's cut this side out. Hold on, I forgot to turn on my other light. As I was trying to see there, I was like, why can't I see this? My other light's not on. I been forgetting to turn that on recently. It's because it doesn't, at first when you first start, it doesn't seem dark in here, and then, because I have a bright light overhead, but then when you start really trying to see where you're cutting, it's like, oh, I forgot my light, my extra light. Okay, oh, wow, that's neat. Okay, I like that. I wasn't sure. It's hard to tell how it's going to look sometimes, right? When you're, okay, so these two are usable. See, I'm going to throw these away. That's what I'm talking about. Not keeping teeny tiny scraps. I don't need that. I don't need that burden. It's kind of like a burden to me when I keep those little scraps. I don't want that burden in my life. I have enough stuff to worry about. I don't need to worry about those teeny tiny scraps. Okay. All right. All right, that's cool, right? I like that. Okay. Did we get all the little pieces off? I think we did. Okay, so here's the difference. Collage and solid. Okay, both pretty, aren't they? So what I thought I would do, let's see, I have some stamps here, rubber stamps. I wanted to, oh, here it is. I was like, where's my stamp pad? Here it is. I've got just a regular black stamp pad here, and I wanted to put a couple of stamps in different places. I've got this pretty flower one. This is dark here, so I think I'm going to put this on the other side, actually. Maybe a little bit of decoration over here. So if I were to mail one of these, this side would have a little decoration too. First of all, I was thinking, here, where's my, I pulled out some regular postcards so I could see, like, and you could see an example of a regular postcard that was, you know, commercially made. So here's one with birds, and here's what it looks like. This is up right here. So stamp and address goes here, and your note goes here. Same thing here, but this one, see, they both have a line down the middle. This one has lines where you can write. This one has the line down the middle and a little postcard decoration. Place for your stamp, and blank here, and blank here. And this one is just blank all over. You know what I mean? Is this two? Yeah, these are the same thing. But this was just totally blank on the back. So it's like there's no rules. Just do whatever you want. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to kind of figure out where the middle is. I thought it would be fun just to kind of, you know, no rules, keeping the no rules in mind kind of thing, except for I'm going to, you know, abide by the rule, maybe if it's a rule, address and stamp on this side, right? So let's do that. So I thought instead of a line down the middle, I would make little dots. I thought that would be fun. More fun than a line. You know, like everybody, all the commercial cards have a line there. So let's make little dots. Something a little different. It's not in the middle. It's not in the middle, as you can see either. So I have more room for writing, right? Okay, I'm going to try to get this one more in the middle. Let's measure. Maybe I'll measure this one. 6, so 3 is right here. I'll make my first dot at 3. Right there. Okay, I think that's more in the middle. And we will make dots on this one too. And so you can, I mean, you could kind of just doodle down the middle, some kind of little squiggly lines, or, you know, just whatever you want. Little dash, like you know, vertical dashes type of thing. Just something, use your imagination, I think would be fun to just make whatever down the middle. Okay, there's some dots. No big deal. And then, so I used a Sharpie to do that. And then, let's see, let's use this flower. So we'll have a little decoration here where I don't want to have it, like I'm not going to put this whole thing on there because it's, you know, it'll take up too, well, I mean I could, but it'll take up a lot of room, so I'm going to do partial part of this. Let's see what that looks like. So I've got my black stamp here. Let's put the whole thing on my stamp pad here. You can't see it, but it's right here. Oh, let me show you. It's just a black stamp pad. There you go. And so let's get some ink on here. This is a Your Creative Studio stamp. So let's see how this looks. Just want to make sure I have enough ink. I kind of don't want to test it because comes out good though. But I can't see ink on there. Okay, let's do it on this side since I have more room on this one over here. I'm going to put it over here, kind of like partially on and not, you know, see I have some that's not on the card. Okay, and it's going over into the address part a little bit. Okay, oh, that's pretty. There, doesn't that look nice? All right, I like that. Okay, well maybe, maybe I'll pick out a different stamp for the other one. Let's see, I'll put this over here so it doesn't get all over everything. And this is another bunch of stamps I pulled out. This is my kind of mail-related or mail-themed rubber stamps. So let's see what I have here. Oh, here's a nice long one. Let's do this one. I haven't done this in a good while. I haven't used these in a while. This is all sorts of like postal-related things. And there I see an Eiffel Tower in there, a little like postmark. We'll put this all along the bottom right here. That'll be pretty. I have a stamp block here, but I'm not using it right now. This is bigger. This is wider than my stamp block anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna cheat. All right, so let me see if I can get ink all over this nicely so it turns out good like the other one. So I'm just kind of patting this all over on the back of it onto my stamp pad. And okay, picking it up, and I put it down. Let's see if it comes out so nice like the other one. This one I am going to probably get all of it on here because it's not as wide as that one, you know, this way. All right, I'm going to push it down all over. And roll my fingers over it so it gets all pressed down nicely. Okay, I'm going to pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, okay, yeah, I think it looks nice. All right, yeah, there's a fragile there. You can see kind of postmarks and all kinds of stuff there. Okay, I probably should have done it with, it's a little, I think I made it a little blurry. Let me look at this one over here. Yeah, that one's a little more clear, but it's okay. I'm just experimenting here. See what comes out. Okay. All right, so this is the solid one, and this is the collage one so far. So now I want to put a little decoration on here. So I have pulled out one of my little baskets here that have pieces in it, bits and pieces of things that I, you know, have picked up somewhere, like along the way, and just, you know, wanted to put them somewhere. And so they go, this is my little bits and pieces basket that I put things in that I don't have any particular spot for, you know, anywhere else. So let's look through here and see if we have something that we can decorate both of these with. So I have little kind of pieces of paper in here that could be like, you know, here's a little random card that says love you on it. Here's a piece from a card, an actual greeting card. And here's something from a smash book, a little pad of paper. No, that won't do. Okay, let's see. I know I have a duck in here. I might put a duck on here. And then I have, oh, here's some squirrels. Yes, we could definitely probably use a squirrel. Maybe, we'll see. We're just pulling it. I'm going to pull out some possibilities. Sorry, it's morning. Here's a label. Maybe we need a label. Let's see. I'm looking for flat things too. Like these are nice and pretty flat. So, you know, like I said, I don't want to get my postcard chunky here. Oh, here's another duck. I must have got these from the same paper. I'm trying to remember what these came from. I don't think it's anything I printed, but I don't remember what it was. Here's a little flower. What's this? Oh, this is a little strip of paper I kept because I like the numbers. That's funny. See, random, right? Let's see what this stuff is here. Okay, we've got this little card, probably from a box of chocolates. Oh, here's some balloons. I don't think those go with my kind of, these are kind of looking a little vintagey. So, all right, so I think we've got a couple things here. What's this? Oh, did I show you this? Balloons. These are probably from a greeting card. Okay, so, all right. I might go and grab some butterflies too. Where are my butterflies? They're over there. I may need to grab some butterflies. But this squirrel, this one is calling me. This too, I think this would be pretty as a label. But I don't think it's going to fit. It's going to be too big. Yeah, I don't think that's going to fit. Okay, so a squirrel. This is a little bright and goldish looking here. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, he's okay, but he's not perfect. So let me, this duck would actually look good on here, believe it. Oh, yeah, I think it's a goose. That is probably a Canadian goose. Yeah, he looks good over here. I would like to use him. I could finally use my geese. I have had these for a long time in this little basket. So this is a hard decision, isn't it? I'm going to go grab my butterflies. I'll be right back. Okay, I grabbed a couple of things. I didn't grab my butterflies. I decided to grab something else. And I decided I don't. This duck is okay, but it's not like really calling to me. So I decided to, while I was over there, I want to, it didn't come out great. So I'm going to cover it up with some washi. I've got this washi. Let's see if this will cover it up. These are typewriters and they look kind of vintage. So I'm going to put this right here along the bottom as a decoration. So yeah, I think that my idea was to use some scraps as a base and then decorate with other things, you know, other little pieces of possibly like die cuts or something, you know, like that. So that's why I was going to go grab my butterflies. So that's what I had in the back of my mind. Just decorate with scraps and then put other things on there. I like that better. Okay, so we've got some vintage typewriters there. That looks nice with this side. And then I brought over some words here. These are my words. And I think these are all words. So let's see if we can find a word here. That's the word journal. So yeah, let's put a word on this side. Here's the word happy. Wouldn't that be cute? I need to distress it though. Let's see what else I have. Notes. Yeah, let me put it up here where you could see. Not so close to me. Let's see. Journal. I have a lot of journal. Notes. A lot of notes. Happy. Explore. That's back here. Together. And that's pretty. Inspire. Magic. And let's see, smile. A lot of these words I have printed myself. I, just do them on my computer and then I print them out on whatever paper or file folder, whatever type of kind of paper I want, whether it be thinner or here's a few. Okay, let's pick something from the ones I pulled out here. So for this one, that happy did look good, and together, well, that kind of looked good here because it stands out. Let me grab my distress ink and distress that. I think I've almost used up all my time. I think I only have like 5 minutes left, so or less. Or maybe 5 minutes, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, but let's see if I can distress this a little bit around the edges. Yeah, this is one I printed out. So, and I'm not going to think about it too much because I want to finish here. Now, when I started this, I was thinking I was going to stamp on this side, but then I didn't know what papers I was going to pick out. So if I stamp on this side, I really don't think it would show up too much. So next time I would keep that in mind. Like if I want to stamp on this side, put something lighter down that would, you know, where the stamp would show up. Okay, let me see. I think that's enough glue on there. I want to get enough on there in case, you know, I do decide to put one of these in the mail. You don't want things falling off, right? Like that's crooked. Okay. All right. That one, I think that's cut crooked too, so it's making me think it's crooked when it is not. Plenty of glue. Okay, it's going down and it's staying down this time. Okay, it's straight on the bottom, so I'm not going to worry about anything else. I'm just going to put it down. All right. All right, so let's see. Let's use the word. I'm going to use this dark word here on this one because I think that would show up. And this is kind of like already distressed. This is printed from a digital kit, I believe. I don't know. I have no idea which one, though. So I just had these for, it might have been something free I got somewhere too, so on Facebook or something. So, you know how different Facebook groups will, if they have a person, it's headed up by a person that does digitals, they will give you free things once in a while. So, smile on this one. Okay, so now I would like a little something on both of these, whether it be butterflies or some kind of die cut, but I don't want anything chunky like I said. So I'm going to go grab something real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I went ahead and tried to finish these mostly off video right just now while I paused, and so I could show you a finished product. So what I did was I added another on this one where I stamped and then I covered it up because I didn't like it. Have my dots. I added another piece of washi there, and I added another piece of washi up here. It's a strip of washi that has kind of floral on it, and it looks like postage stamps. And then I added this butterfly, and I think that's everything here. So you see that one. So this, I think I'm going to send this one to Maria, and then this will be an experiment. I'm going to ask Maria to let me know how it arrives because it's pretty flat except for this butterfly is, you know, it's a Tim Holtz butterfly, so it's kind of like cardstock. I mean, it is cardstocky, you know, as far as the thickness. So I'm going to ask her to let me know how this arrives at the other end. If it looks like this, or does it look like it went through the mill, you know what I mean? So that's that one. And this one I added, you saw the word happy. I did add a strip of washi here. I think that kind of brings it all together. I added, this one is the one I'm not going to mail. So this is an example of one you could use in a journal or whatever, something like that. Or maybe you're going to put it in an envelope with some other things and write on it. But you have the washi here. I added a little number, from my number stash here, and this is one of the stamps from that washi I just showed you with the stamps. I put one there. So this could be a journaling space in a journal. So, but I'm considering it a postcard. You know, it could be mailed too. So, I think they turned out cute. Pretty simple as far as what all went into it because I didn't want to make it complicated, but I used some scraps, as you can see. So if you were to make a bunch of these, you could really use up some scraps, right? So I think it's a really great idea, and I love how they turned out. So thank you for watching today. Don't forget to check out the other participants. I can't wait to see what other people have for postcard ideas and using their scraps. And check out Maria, and I will see you all in my next video. And join in this collab if you'd like to, 28th of next month. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting.